These are 5 things I've learned as a one-man band. I started Morphesia in 2005 by myself, but I've always envisioned a band being 4 to 5 people. It wasn't until 2012 that I was able to establish a live band and start performing shows, only to realize live members are as volatile as the metal genre itself. So in 2015, I dissolved the live band and went on with Morphesia by myself, as it always was. While these are things every musician should know by the time they hit the stage, being a one-man band put a focus on these even more than before. Number 1. No one will take you seriously. While many black metal bands are composed of one person, most of them don't play live. Explaining the one-man band scenario to a person that has gone to shows to see full band lineups their whole life is never easy. So not everyone is excited to hear, "It's just me and backing tracks." Even though most people are supportive and will check out my set, it's only until after I play that people in attendance have either overcome their initial judgment or just leave. Number 2, be ready to do all the work and take all the blame. No matter if I'm playing down the street from my house or 2 states away, faulty gear, dilapidated stages, lack of water, or drunk people, live shows are chaos. Everything that can go wrong will go wrong, along with things you never thought would even go wrong will go wrong. It's not a constant thing. Some shows go smoothly, but when it's bad, it's really bad.
Can we get that echo off? Where'd you go?
Being prepared is such an understatement in this case, and when being a one-man band, it's even more work. Taking the time to work on your setup is crucial, because if a problem arises, I have to be ready to deal with it and move on while performing, because it's all relying on me. Number 3, treat your backing tracks as another member. When I decided to take this band from a full 4-piece to a one-man band, my train of thought was just to run the drums and keys on a backing track, because having other instruments on the track would have been a bit odd. But after doing a few shows and lacking bass and additional guitar parts that I couldn't do, I decided to add in the bass and additional guitar parts from the studio versions to the live backing tracks. This made a huge difference in the live sound as far as the range and depth of the set, as well as the reaction of new and old fans. I treat and level the backing tracks as if they were another member, making sure everything is EQ'd to a live setting before going out and performing. Number 4, learn how to breathe properly. I've been a guitarist for most of my 13+ years as a musician, so I've only focused on setting up my rig at live shows. I only took up vocals as a necessity because I couldn't find a vocalist for Morphesia, but I'm not a vocalist by any means.
Far from Folsom Prison, that's where I want to stay.
Now that I've been playing by myself, going from worrying about my guitar rig to worrying about every single piece of gear on stage I'm using is a lot to handle. Not only do I have to load in and set up everything by myself, I also have to perform after and be 100% on point. For me, this means playing guitar and screaming for 30+ minutes. I've blown my... So you're probably wondering, why isn't your phone off or why isn't your phone on mute? Well, now I know. So these are 5 things I learned while doing YouTube talking videos. Number 1, make sure your phone is on silent. Number 2, make sure your mic is on so you don't waste time. Number 3, pick a time where no one's home to do your video. Number 4, make sure you have proper lighting. And number 5, have plenty of water because you're gonna be doing a lot of talking. I've blown myself up a few times and it's draining after a set. Learning proper breathing techniques and how to scream is a must. You have to learn how to use your diaphragm correctly so you don't destroy your vocal cords. Number 5, be grateful now more than ever before. I appreciate and thank every promoter, venue, bartender, door guy, sound guy, fan, audience member, hater, employer, coworker, friends, and any single person that has ever lent me their ears and their eyes when I'm performing. Metal musicians are usually frowned upon when using backing tracks, let alone being a one-man band performing live. So it's understandable why some venues and other bands are a bit hesitant to work with one-man bands. So I'm extremely grateful to be given the opportunity to have venues, promoters, and other bands be willing to work with me as a one-man band. I think that when people give music a chance, it doesn't matter if you're one person or 20 people on stage. It's overall the product that comes out of that environment, which ultimately should matter. Thank you for watching this video. If you have any questions about my live rig or anything related to being a one-man band, let me know in the comment section below. I have a new CD out through Slipcheck Records and it's available everywhere. Thank you very much, and we'll see what happens.